We look at the news through a horror lens. We lens news through horror. We horror news. Welcome to the Lost at Home podcast. My name is Scott.
I'm Jeremiah. I'm going to talk in my normal voice.
I'm going to try to keep this going for as long as possible.
We do that. We've done that plenty of times, and like within
the gravitas does not last.
Yeah, it does not. It actually takes a lot. This would be a 10-minute podcast because it takes a lot of effort to get.
It takes concentration and a little bit of forethought into what you're saying. You can't quite ream off the normal bullshit off the top of your head.
That's right. You have to pay attention to, say, Maria Galveston from Houston, Texas.
She's a cunt.
Yeah, she was just diagnosed with leukemia. 6-year-old cunt, Maria Galveston.
Now let's talk about Bethany Allerston.
Yeah, 12-year-old cunt, Bethany Allerston. That's right. Oh, yeah, and we'll go ahead and throw out. By the way, we love the C word here on the Lost Home podcast. We're a podcast. We talk about different things.
Cunt is a word we use.
It is. We do like that word. We don't use it exclusively for young females. In fact,
we
most of the time,
call children cunts here at the Lost at Home podcast. Are you under 12? You shouldn't be listening. Yeah. Are you listening? Hey, cunt.
Yeah, we're helping people by like the second the parents hear the
our
word
show
cunt.
is age restricted.
Exactly.
But there's nothing holding you back from listening, just like watching porn.
Exactly. Just click through that 18. Yes, I'm 18 button. You didn't even know you were clicking through it because you're too young to fucking read?
Who's 18 on the internet? Everyone.
Hey!
Oh, I'm in trouble now.
Yeah. What is it, Louisiana?
I thought everyone on the internet was 18. I'm being arrested.
What do you know? What is it? Louisiana, the most recent one to pass the law. There's other people who want to pass the
Louisiana CK arrested for bad stand-up.
Oh, God. Oh, no, the Cajun Louis CK. Yeah. Wow, what do you say here? Oh, yeah, let me jerk off in front of you. Yeah.
Actually, I'm going to drop the voice now.
You should, yeah.
I did try looking up that joke we talked about earlier, but yes. I walked away from you for a minute.
Yes,
I said, let me look at this joke.
The R whistle.
Yes, and you know what? Louis C.K. back in 2018 when he did his comeback tour, started his very first set of his very first bar show with a joke that involved a R whistle, and we
can say rape whistle.
We can. Yeah, rape whistle.
We were joking about how everybody on YouTube demonetized us to say R
because of the media coverage around his 2018 comeback bad taste joke. It has erased all other comedians' ability to use that joke and have it be searchable easily. I bet you if I go through Google, I could go through like a couple dozen.
Yeah,
maybe.
So they scrubbed
it's
that.
Buried.
They scrubbed that joke like Louis C.K. scrubbed his penis in front of non-consenting females.
I was trying to find an actual funny rape joke whistle because there is one that exists that isn't that problematic.
You just said rape joke whistle. Just makes me feel like a like a woman's in trouble. Oh,
the rape joke whistle. Yes, I meant the rape whistle joke. Sorry. Wow, context. Everything matters.
Oh my God, that was so much better. If you I just had never thought of a rape slide whistle. Yeah. Help! I think somebody's either at a clown's birthday party or somebody's getting raped.
The less successful rape slide whistles.
Yeah.
I'm in trouble. Woo!
Oh my God, I definitely. Okay, that might be. I feel like that's just on the cusp of a doable quote-unquote rape joke. Because it's not really a rape joke. It's a joke about how ridiculous it would be. Like, I mean, maybe it's a clown being raped or something like that. Just like, this is,
no
this
one
is what
has
happens.
Ever said anything negative about a clown being raped. Never.
No, I mean, maybe the clown.
I mean,
But you know, but
no one cares about the clown.
Yeah. Come on. Oh, it's always a sad.
Those tears are painted on.
Yeah. Exactly. Oh, look at him go. He's trying to mime out. He's like
trying to mime out. What is that exactly? How do you get out of that box, fucker?
It's just like rape charades. All right. 3 words. Okay. First word, I. Okay. All right. Next, rhymes with buzz. Was. Okay. Next one. It looks like he's eating grapes. Graped. You were graped? You were? No. He was raped. Oh no. Oh, sorry.
Oh no.
Anyway, that was
the whole time you're guessing. All you hear is honk.
Yeah.
Honk.
All right. 2 words. Honk. All right. Anyway, yeah, we're a podcast. We do some stuff, and we sometimes do things, and we sometimes do other things. We got pretty much just a straight up web dropping show this week. Don't really have much to get lost in thought, but you did bring a mini hole to the table.
I did because we love the horror stuff.
Yes, we do.
I was shocked to see that the movie Megan with a 3,
yes,
that was in theaters and was number 1 in the country like last month.
As of last week, it was still in theaters. So
and now it's coming to Peacock next week.
Yeah, sweet.
Also,
did you watch it? Have you seen it?
If you spent the money in theaters, the version coming to Peacock is the unrated.
Yes, which one? Because the version in theaters is PG-13, so there's a big gap there. So I'm curious to see what happens. Because it's not even like, the R-rated version.
I want to see the doll's boobs.
Yeah,
doll boobs.
Doll boobs.
I want to see if it's like a Ken doll.
Yeah, those are Ken boobs.
That's a Ken doll.
So you have not seen it yet?
I have not seen it. All I know is that it's a blue mouse.
Pop,
right?
Popcorn.
Blue mouse.
Oh yeah,
What the Bloom brothers did it?
Yep.
God, now I think of the Bluth brothers.
Yeah.
Was it Job?
Yeah, Joe Bloom.
Joe Bloomhouse.
Yeah, so it's a Blumhouse movie.
No, this was an Oscar Bloomhouse production.
Yes.
It's a little more whimsical.
Oh yeah. I was watching.
I haven't seen Megan. Have you seen Megan?
I saw it in the theaters. Yes, I saw
you liked it.
Our buddy Dan. Yes.
Did you like it?
I loved the shit out of it. It was straight popcorn. Popcorn,
okay. Like Scream.
Go in watching, it was,
or like a Scream sequel.
It definitely had more to do. I will say there were some AI ethical elements to it, but just barely under the surface. It didn't get all up in your face.
Do you fuck the doll?
I mean, and it was PG-13, so there's just a little bit of doll fucking.
I was gonna say at some point someone's gonna be like, "I'm gonna fuck the doll."
I don't know if that happened.
The dad's looking over. It's like, yeah, no, it's like my daughter's toy. It's like her age.
It's also
not her.
It's also it's a doll. That's
no one has to protect you, Sally.
It's a doll that's supposed to represent
Megan.
like a 10-year-old girl. So it's so it's not supposed to be like an adult doll. So definitely not an adult. I mean, so it could be a pedophile doll, but I don't.
There's gonna be straight to video sequels where this gets gross.
Oh, you mean there's gonna be
like straight to VHS.
Yeah. So I enjoyed the hell out of it.
Nice.
It is funny because it was actually there's some parts in it that were so fucking funny. Like some parts.
Funny.
That were
I like a good
straight.
movie that's horror that incorporates humor even if it's scary.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, this is.
Is it scary?
I would even put it. I mean, I wouldn't say it's not scary, but it's like slasher fun.
How about this?
It's fun. It's not scary, but it's slasher fun.
Who could it scare?
Oh, I mean, I guess it depends on if you're worried about robots coming to life and killing you and stuff.
But do you think a teenager could watch it and be fine?
There's a couple.
Do you think a preteen could watch it and be fine?
The funny thing is, there's not even a lot of jump scares. It's actually it's more fun.
I'm always curious because of my kids. Like, how low can you go with the age before it's bad? Now my kids are actually aging up out of that. Where that thought doesn't click. But
it's PG-13. It's a really well done PG-13 horror movie. And I think the only thing they cut out, you could definitely see where there were parts where I'm like, oh, they could have made that way more. Some of the kills are really clever. So it's way more like the it's to me, and I like the Child's Play remake fine, but I think it's like a more fun version of the Child's Play remake.
Okay, I like the Child's Play remake.
Yeah. So
it's fine.
It's a little more fun version of that. And it gets a
was
little bit more
different,
into
but
the
good.
AI ethical implications of AI. They actually do a really good job with it. There's some heartwarming, tender moments. But yeah, I would recommend it to everybody out there.
Well, we're talking about horror movies. I messaged you while we were working, I think last week or the week before. I've been fascinated with this era of horror movies, and I'm trying to find more of them. So if you know more off air, let probably know.
Yeah.
It's the late 70s, early 80s. I'd say 75 to 82 range of horror films that deal with small towns being isolated by the construction of the highway system.
Yeah, I think you
and I watched two. I accidentally watched two. I was going to
ask you if that came out of the Tourist Trap with
I watched Tourist Trap and I watched The Children.
No, but did it come out of Joe Bob saying something, or were you just like, oh, I just noticed that?
I noticed they talked about it, and it was a thing.
So it's one of those. I don't think I've ever thought about it in that context. So I would have to, like, as I'm watching movies or going through lists, I will keep that in mind and be like, oh, could this?
See, we live on the East Coast where the highway started. So if you're on the West Coast, they're even newer. But I've literally driven down the highway
they got built pretty quickly, but yeah.
But I've literally driven down the highway with my wife when they were doing construction, repaving huge swaths, and we're driving down the cone lane, going really slow. Yeah. So I'm bored, and I just look over and I'm like, fun fact, do you know this is probably the third time they've ever paved this?
Yeah.
Because it's that fucking new.
Yeah.
Highways are brand new. Like, anyone who's young is like, yeah, they've always been around. No, they have not always been around. The
interstate highway, yeah.
The interstate is brand new. It was being built when I was born.
Yeah, I mean, no, it was before then, but yeah.
No, if you look at maps of the 70s, the interstate system existed, but it didn't connect in a lot of places.
Yeah, no, it started getting built in what, like the 50s or something?
Oh yeah, but no, at the point where I was born,
or FDR,
or you were born.
Yeah, but it was essentially post World War II.
But when you and I were born, the highway didn't connect.
Yeah, well, it's like there's still places where they've built sections of highway, even in Vermont, that don't connect. Remember, like 189 or whatever it is, 289, all these weird ones that kind of almost connect.
But I find that genre amazingly fascinating. Is it's a very small section of time that very few people will remember. Very few people who are born now even know existed. There was like a gap, an area of time where horror movies, apparently, because I found two back to back.
It totally makes sense.
Deal with the isolation of being cut off from the world because the highway passes your town.
There were entire ghost towns that were essentially created because the only thing that kept them alive were people driving through their town. The second people could drive past, they're like, I have no fucking reason to ever go there.
The town just died.
The town just shrivels up because they don't have any larger industry or anything. They're not like one of these places like, oh, we're a production town. Like, no, we have stores because people drive through it and they stop, and it's a thriving economy, and now they just don't do that.
Yeah, what I would love is like the person who made X and Pearl, that series.
Ty West, yeah.
Ty West. I would love him to go and do a period piece just around that time period. Like, deal with an entire town being skipped. Maybe start with it that way, like we're being skipped. Do a time jump, and the town's destroyed pretty much.
Yeah, because exactly then you have almost Hills Have Eyes kind of like,
and then then bring the horror element in, whatever it is, doesn't matter what it is,
or like what Children of the Corn, any of these kind of like actually the Children is a good one that I actually like as well.
The Children and what was it, the other one, Tourist Trap,
Tourist
Trap, yep, two good. Birth of the Interstate. I'm stuck in my town movies.
I just want to go through like a list of on Letterboxd of movies from that era, because I'm sure there's every horror movie
or something.
Or just literally every horror movie from 70 to blah blah blah, and then just read the synopsis and see what.
Maybe people in a small town trapped by a serial killer can't get help, and the help can't come because they were skipped by the highway. Yep. There's no way for the help to get to them.
Yeah. Well, and it's just also like I just like that thought of a shriveling town,
historical isolation.
Like when a large business moves out of a town, same kind of concept, where suddenly nobody has a reason to come through here anymore, and now our town has just had a chance to get all of its skeletons coming out. Everybody's fucking depressed. But the few people that are still there, the lifers are fucking nuts, and
it's almost like that Nightmare on Elm Street movie.
But then an outsider
in
comes
town was dead except for Roseanne Barr and Tom Arnold. Even Freddy wouldn't take those motherfuckers.
Yeah, no, exactly. He's like, oh, you know what? That's fine. I love Tom Arnold.
I'll kill you, bitches. Oh, you're MAGA? Yeah, you're already The Walking Dead.
Yeah. I love me some Tom Arnold, but Roseanne's just making a career ripping off Ted Cruz jokes. That's how bad she's gotten. I don't know if you saw, she literally plagiarized Ted Cruz's joke for her new stand-up special to open it up. Ted Cruz for years now has been doing this thing where he goes on stage and he's like, that's right, my name's Ted Cruz and my pronouns are kiss my ass, because that's fucking hilarious.
Wait, she said that?
No, Ted Cruz said that for years.
No. Then Roseanne said that?
It's the way she starts her new special.
But that is a famous Ted Cruz line.
It is famously Ted Cruz, yes.
Wow. And her audience is famously Ted Cruz supporters.
Yeah, probably. I mean, they might not be quote unquote supporters, but the Republicans for sure. But yeah, so of course they everybody cheered, boo, and all that kind of stuff. And then,
they do what?
Woo! Sweet. Yeah, probably. Fucking. And, yeah.
I mean, Roseanne's not fat anymore.
No, she's not. She's just old and bitter. and not very funny. Which it's too bad because she actually used to be fucking hilarious, and she, regardless, her
She
show
was
great.
not a surprising Trump supporter, by the way. When it all shook out, we figured out which of our friends were dirtbags and then unfriend them on Facebook and whatnot.
Yeah.
Roseanne was not a surprise. That was not.
Nope. Like her like finding out
If
that her,
Steven Spielberg and Tom Hanks both came out as MAGA supporters, I'd be like,
yes,
I don't understand reality. I never thought suicide was an option.
Yeah,
now I'm actually craving it.
I had no idea, but being like, you know what? You know, Tim the Toolman Taylor and Roseanne are Trump supporters.
Yep.
Like,
no. Yeah, that kind of tracks.
Yeah.
Although I did watch the Santa Claus on Disney Plus and fucking loved it.
Oh, dude, here's the thing.
The series?
Actually,
the series was good.
And I will say this about, like, Tim Allen, for the most part, like, it's been when people get in his face asking him about politics that he even mentions it. He's not very, like, outspoken about politics.
I will give him credit that he...
And generally, even when people approach him, he's just like, I don't want to fucking talk. Because, like, I don't think it's a huge part of his life. No. It's like, okay, so I vote this way. You want to ask me about it so you can get me on records, and then you can, like, blast me or whatever. The guy is still fucking makes, like, good, fun.
You want to say I love Trump? Shit. I fucking love Trump. Yeah. Yeah, you got to make sure the quote's hard enough to write. Yeah, quote that motherfucker.
Ah, shit, I'm supposed to stay under 1,300 characters.
You get the wrong amount of H's and G's in that, I'm gonna sue you for misquoting me.
Yeah, that's right. That is misrepresenting me. Yeah. I went, not, I was just ripping questions.
Yeah.
All right, anyway, we're going to get into some web droppings here. We're gonna go... Oh, I guess we just turned him into Scooby-Doo.
Tim the Toolman Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, Scooby-Doo. Man, whatever. I don't give a shit. All right, what do you got?
Mini hole? No, we already did that.
No,
web dropping.
We're web dropping.
We're doing that. All right. Well, my first story of the week, I need to open.
Cool. It's about feral cows, which I do love. Just the term feral cows.
It is, and I hope
because I understand feral just means like wild, feral children, but feral cows just sounds like so fucking funny and so just not just. It doesn't sound like it should really, like, those two things should go together, because I feel like a feral cow is just like a cow, like, standing a little bit further away from home.
It's pretty much it.
Yeah.
The headline is super exploitative against cows, if you will, because it says a helicopter will with a shooter will fly over a portion of the vast Gila wilderness in southwestern New Mexico next week, searching for feral cows to kill.
I love that they're hunting for them. Like, it doesn't even matter. They're like, they don't even know if they're out there. It's like, we just want to find cows. That poor Farmer John, like they got a little bit off target, and they're like, oh shit.
So think about what a feral cow shoot could be, but what one is in reality is they're going to look for cows that are just unbranded and roaming.
Just roaming.
Random cows.
Which, honestly, dude, what the fuck? I mean, maybe they can cause harm to ecosystem. I don't know. I don't know if they cause,
there's a reason. There's nearly 150 of them that they're pretty sure in one area, and their hooves and mouths are damaging streams and rivers.
Okay, so the hooves are damaging the streams, and the mouths are damaging the rivers.
They're eating the streams.
Yes.
It's like
dude, it's 150 cattle.
These are not cattle. These are Langoliers.
Okay. Never mind that.
They're eating the rivers. There's literally like an absence of reality from where the cows are.
Corrected.
But yeah, basically they're just they're wild cows. They're not branded. They're not owned. They're walking around, but they're trampling over areas where there's preserved water beds.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, they're hurting the environment. What I think is funny is that
with a D.
The shoot is considered controversial. And killing them is considered controversial because it leaves their rotting carcasses laying around. Which I think is hilarious because the world's always had rotting carcasses.
It's true, yes.
Right now, within a 1 mile radius, there's probably 50 rotting carcasses. Sure, they're all mice and squirrels.
Yeah, but guess what? If these things are far enough apart, if they're not far enough apart, that means go get a fucking truck and
are they talking about like World War Z, where like they're massing?
That's what
and
I'm
if
thinking.
you shoot them all, like it creates like this toxic tire fire
that's
type.
That's the way they make it sound, like, because otherwise
it's like an Ohio train derailment situation.
If it's 1 or 2, then you're just gonna get like an awesome bunch of like.
How many cows are killed in that field in an helicopter? 5. Ah shit, we got an Ohio situation out here. Toxic fumes from the burning bodies. Oh, shit. Water spot. All the fish are dead. Chickens are dead. Cats and dogs are dead.
No big deal. We'll just move along. Yep. Same as Ohio.
By the way, everyone just did. You're fine.
Yep. No. Those dead cows are supposed to be there. Yep. Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, that one's supposed to have 6 eyes. Yeah, that's one of them 6-eye cows. You're lucky.
I don't get the argument that a dead cow rotting in a field is a health issue. Like, it sounds like the bigger issue is literally the cows destroying the environment because they're like us. They go through and they consume and destroy.
Yes. Well, and like for them, like they're just going out and eating and moving along.
Yeah, but we want that water supply. We want to use it for our drinking water or maybe other farmlands. And if they destroy it, there goes an entire farm.
To cut off from the places that actually deserve it so corporations can bottle it and fucking make a lot of money on it. Yeah, exactly.
Of all the people telling...
the cows are the problem, though.
But of all the people telling them not to shoot the cows, it's local ranchers, which I found interesting. Makes me wonder, like, is this just another, like, Lauren Boebert, Marjorie Taylor Greene, I want to shoot things from a helicopter kind of deal? Like, someone just has a hard-on for shooting things from a helicopter.
I just hope they go full-on, like, party balloon route where they just start shooting $400,000 missiles at it. Like we do with it. Like, I don't know if you saw the most recent thing about how one of those balloons may have been a $12 party balloon.
Biden came out immediately and was like, none of them were Chinese. Like, so we wasted $2 billion, including jet fuel, missiles, everything, just to shoot down nothing.
I just pictured. I love the thought of it being like a $12 party balloon because I imagine this guy out with his kid be like, "See, Timmy, there you go. That's our balloon."
Or a gender reveal.
Yeah. Oh God. Yes. Yeah.
What does that mean? I guess we're getting an abortion.
Yeah. Oh, thank God.
I never thought the review would not be anything besides boy or girl. That's an abortion.
That's an abortion I've ever seen. Well,
I've ever seen. That's a $400,000 abortion, honey. Glad we came up these stairs.
Yeah. Yeah, there's going to be a cheaper abortion than that. I think they done used up all the tax money on that there abortion up in the sky.
We better not hurt the system anymore.
Yeah. Book-a-lunk.
I'm gonna 300 this one out of you.
Oh, no. Well, that's...
Oh, it lived. I guess we name him Sparta.
Yep, that's right. Yep. Hey,
why's your name Sparta? Well, my dad kicked my mom off a cliff and yelled Sparta.
Yeah,
and I lived. Oh, yeah. She didn't.
Oh, that's why you have no spine and like you have no legs. Yeah, no, it didn't turn out so well for Sparta. Sparta.
Oh my God, just the visual of a guy with no arms, no legs,
and then just like,
but no
breathing into his wheelchair to get back, and just like getting stuck in a corner. Excuse me, help Sparta out of the corner, please. Sparta. Oh, wow. Going fucking straight to hell.
Straight to hell?
Straight to hell. We love you, Sparta.
I'm going to open up the next store.
I will remember you. Here, you want me to cover one of mine while you're doing
do yours. Do yours.
Okay, this one actually I'm going to ask you if you have any ideas. Okay, you already know by the...
No.
Okay, cool. Well, we're done then. Scott has no ideas.
I mean, I'm going to cut you off at the pass. Do you have any ideas? Nope. Actually, I have a lot, and most are controversial.
This one... Oh, yeah, and I'm not allowed to say most of them. We're gonna get bleeped even on our own podcast. So we already know by the headline, Wisconsin is the drunkest state in America again. So what I wanted to ask you, if you had any ideas, I've got a couple of things here. It's not listed in here. I mean, in the headline of which one is the.
I'm making this up.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway,
let's see if you can guess what I think.
Do you have any idea? So we've got the top 4 states listed here with Wisconsin number 1. Do you have any idea what any of the other 3 top states would be?
Wisconsin is one of them.
Yep.
There's 3 more
of the drunkest states.
Vermont.
By the way, this is based on adults who drink excessively during a poll.
I'm gonna throw a bone to us. Vermont.
No, they're not on here at all. Actually,
Alaska.
Nope.
North Dakota.
We have North and South Dakota. Are both in...
I only guess one, but I'll take both.
Yeah, exactly.
Package deal.
Both Dakotas are about 24%, and Montana is 24.3%.
Yeah, I tried naming states where nothing exists, and I started with Vermont because I know we have a drinking issue in the state. There's a lot of DUIs compared to other states.
We're actually like less than... We're actually in the better half of the country for the most part, yeah. But
Alaska sounded reasonable too because there's there's nothing to do and it's dark all the time and
you would think like
strip clubs, legal strip clubs.
And I'm also wondering South Dakota and North Dakota. I know that just
all 10 of them drunk all the time.
I know there's a substantial indigenous peoples population in those areas, and that obviously they're like a huge epidemic is alcoholism on reservations too. And I know both of those places have such a small population period where like a reservation's worth of people can actually make a difference.
Yeah. Fire water.
Montana has like fewer people than we do, right? Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Fire water out of control. But it's like, yeah, that's right. Yep. I bring up a alcoholic pandemic to the slow-moving genocide of the indigenous people, and you make a firewater joke.
I had to.
You had to go to hell me.
I had to.
Oh man, I thought Sparta was going to send me to hell. Man,
Nope. Now you
right off the hook.
Now you got to raise the bar past that.
Right off the hook. Oh my god.
Was that the whole guessing?
No. So I want to now say we also have 5 states of the least drunk. Can you guess one of the 5 states with the least drunk?
Utah.
Oh, okay, that is number 1. Yes,
Easy.
Yeah.
Mormons.
Okay, but like one of the other, because that one is easy. That's the reason why. And also, they're way behind. They're like 11.9% of adults. The national average is like about 20%. So they're
Kansas.
But nope.
Arizona.
Although Arkansas, you can combine Arizona and Kansas. I think that's what Arkansas is.
Arkansas.
I think Arizona and Kansas combined is Arkansas. Perfect.
Yeah,
sure. So believe it or not, this one actually surprised me because it's.
How many guesses was I allowed? I only gave you a couple.
Oh, I just figured you were done guessing. You can guess more. They're southern.
How many did I get?
They're all.
I got Utah.
Oh, you got Utah. You got the biggest one.
And you told me Arkansas.
I told you Arkansas
When I guessed Kentucky.
Arizona and Kansas. And I figured like AR plus the Kansas makes Arkansas.
I get you.
Yeah.
Washington.
A couple of these kind of surprised me.
Washington.
No, a couple of these kind of surprised me because I would have put these like I always think of these as like the beer swilling southern states, but I realized also maybe there might be something to do with the
fentanyl,
the ridiculous Christianity and the fact that they just go straight to fentanyl.
Oh, the bath salt, fentanyl, yeah.
Alabama and Mississippi and West Virginia. West Virginia, I mean, I don't know. I just picture yokels like swilling moonshine.
That's probably the thing is they can't get stats on it. If you're making the moonshine in your backyard,
yeah. And Alabama and Mississippi are definitely like they.
Also, let's give Alabama credit.
Yeah.
Like that state's IQ is sub.
Dude,
like,
Alabama is third lowest in the nation. Oklahoma is the second lowest, and but I will say,
I was say dumbest state in the country, but at the same time, they're like, at least we didn't get it from drinking.
Alabama, while
we fucked our cousin sober, put it in our own.
I don't need alcohol to make my cousin pretty.
Yeah,
that did it for Mama. Mama's a 3-drink woman. Mama,
there we go. We're outdoing ourselves. There we go.
Mama, oh, you want me to eat that pussy? You got to buy me 3 fucking 4 Locos. That's right. That's 12 Locos. He's very good at math for an Alabamian.
12 Locos.
But Alabama was actually the lowest for fatal car accidents involving alcohol. So they actually came in lowest.
That just means no one's catching them. Like,
yeah, it's true. Yeah, they're just.
Oh wait, fatal. Oh, so they have to report though.
Yeah.
That just means they're really good at it.
Yeah, exactly.
They're all such good alcoholic drivers. They're like, I never crash. Like blind drunk. Perfectly driving. It's the sober people you need to worry about.
And you know damn well nobody's ratting.
Because the sober people are scared of the drunk drivers who are just driving like pros, but they're all like nervous, going, "Where are they? Where are they?" Too paranoid.
It was only like sober driving fatal accidents are the like highest in the country.
Yes,
because they're so afraid of. So they're just dodging all the drunk.
Their
people
head's always on a swivel, never looking forward.
Yeah, and they're crashing into telephone poles. Meanwhile, old fucking drunky McGee is going on fucking his 11th loco on his way home to see mommy, and just fucking get himself a new brother and daddy at the same time. That's right. I'm talking about him fucking his mom.
That would be 44 loco, by the way.
Yep. Yeah. 11th loco.
Yeah. That's
44 loco.
He had 44 loco.
Oh, that's
he's about the prestige.
They don't have breathalyzers. They just measure your breath, like your alcohol intake in locos.
You know the term prestiging in video games?
Yeah.
Like when you hit a certain point and then restart again?
Yep.
Yeah, is it his 44th logo, but it's 50, he's prestiging. Basically, he just becomes sober and starts again.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, that's right. He's on alcohol plus level now.
Yeah, just full reset.
Yep.
He hit his 50th loco. 1, 2, 3. And the guy's like, I guess. What do you guys want to do this evening?
All right,
oh, here's the 4 loco. All right, let's start this up.
Yeah.
Starts his second prestige.
Round 2. That's right. 4 loco plus, baby. All right. So
God, if only alcohol wouldn't work that way, where you could literally be at a bar and be like, "You're too drunk to be served here." But like, nah,
give me 6 more.
1 more, and I'm about the prestige.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna go on stage and sing, and you guys are gonna need to start paying me.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Do we take a chance on him? This could be the next Elton John."
Yeah.
He might be 1 loco away from prestiging.
Yeah, but what if he's lying?
He's lying. He's like
lying.
at 22 loco.
Yeah, exactly. He's only half loco.
Yeah, he's only half loco.
All right, he's 2 loco. Anyway, here we go. Next story, Scott.
Well, you jump. So what are we doing? What do you want to do?
Oh, whatever you want to do. That's fine.
Whatever you
I mean, I can do my next story too. If you want. You were opening up a story. So.
No, I already closed that one. I'm opening this one randomly. Cool. I got one. Ready?
Yes.
U.S. cancer patient developed uncontrollable Irish accent.
Oh, I've heard about this kind of thing happening. I actually have a
We've
book.
covered it on the show. Probably 3 times now, I'd say.
Yeah, because I've got a book by
so I can remember at least
Oliver
2
Sacks,
instances.
I think, where like it's the man who mistook his wife for a hat, and it's all about these anecdotal stories of like somebody being like, oh, I got into a car accident, and then suddenly they spoke Spanish perfectly.
I want to do that. I want to get rear-ended by someone, and like it's just like a boom. And you have to get out and exchange information. But you get out of the car and you're like, crikey!
Yeah. What the hell, tornado? Or just like a completely different language. Yeah.
No, but did badly. Like you
crikey!
You can only say certain words right.
Oh, I slip on the barbie!
You slip in and out of it.
Yeah.
But you're saying that's like, you hit me so hard, you fucking fucked my brain up.
That's right.
I can't think any better than a didgeridoo can sound good.
Yo. You pissed on me spider.
You piece of shit, cunt.
Fucking
and then they're like, I do want to exchange information. I think I can go to fucking hospital.
How about this? Y'all go to hospital. I'll go to hospital now. I bet I was been watching a lot of...
Gonna bring me on a roo? I'm gonna go see Everoo. Like, you just nonsense. You're like, are you okay? Be like,
I don't think so. I do need to go to the hospital, actually.
You dropped the accent. Like, nah, I think it was the lawsuit. I'm talking in a weird accent.
Yeah, this is weird, man. I
never talk like this. Yeah. Here, you want proof? Pull up your phone, play an old voice.
Yeah, man, I smell burning Vegemite.
And they're like, wow, that really does sound weird. It does, doesn't it? Just slip in and out whenever it's convenient.
Yep. I've been watching a lot of Michael Cusack videos because I've revisited his old stuff from, I don't know, fucking 10 years ago or whatever. He's the guy that went on to make you made YOLO and
that guy, Koala Man, YOLO, exactly, so, Outback, Rick and Morty.
Yeah, so exactly. So I went and revisited like the old stuff that he was like that. I was like,
fucking hey, Morty!
Yeah,
get in the fucking car, Morty!
Get in the car, Morty!
Get in the car, Morty!
We're going on an adventure. I don't know about this. Yeah, we're going on an adventure. Carry the gun, Morty. Put the gun in your fucking mouth, Morty.
Yes.
Oh my god. No, but his stuff is so spastic. But his old stuff with Damon Darrow.
His new stuff mixes the old too. Like even Koala Man, which is very polished.
So I haven't
has
watched,
the two crackheads in town. Yeah. Like everyone's polished, like almost like a Family Guy, like very clean animation.
Do they have Damon and Darren or Damo and Darren in there?
Yeah, the ones are all
the guys like
wrong.
This, the guys like this. Then hey, Damo.
Yeah,
are they in that?
Yeah, he'll be.
Oh my god, those are his original characters.
It's basically it's
hey,
Jay and Silent Bob.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No. Yeah. They're like they're the dirtbag like on welfare. Like
he'll be like,
he's trying to get a smoke, Damo.
Yeah, they'll talk to his family like, I'm just gonna go out and I'm gonna protect the neighborhood. Gonna make sure everything's okay. And then he like leaves the house and he runs into them and like, oh, you're a cunt.
Yeah.
Dressed like a
fucking cunt, Damo. Yeah, dude, Damo and Darren were like my original. Even if it's not them, it sounds like it's them.
It's like, similar, and they're drawn in the old school,
like
shaky,
old squiggle.
Yes,
yeah.
But everyone else is clean, like Rick and Morty solar opposite style.
Yeah. Because like Michael Cusack was the animator and the writer and all the this is all back in the old Newgrounds, crazy days of fucking
back in the day, circa 2013.
Yeah, right.
There was a point where YouTube was new too. Actually, I still have my favorites from when I got YouTube back in like 2004.
Yeah, this is Damo and Darren in the original.
They've done updated versions.
Yeah,
but basically them.
But I guarantee you, like based on what you're talking about, like it's essentially because those are like his old school original.
Koala Man. You look more like a cunt man.
Yeah, I'm like I guarantee he just essentially like those are like his old school original character. Or maybe not. Maybe he probably had some before then. But like
Jermaine Clements is in Koala Man too. So.
I saw that. Yeah. I mean they all hang out together. Them New Zealanders,
at one point
Australians.
I love it. Like in the last episode, there was something like at one point they called me like pissy pits, and I decided never to piss again.
Yeah, I gotta check that out. Like I didn't realize it was Michael Cusack till recently, and I was like, oh no, that's the reason to watch it. Same with Smiling Friends.
God, I loved him in
Smiling Friends.
Michael Cusack
adjacent to that too. So
Michael Cusack.
Yeah, or Cusack. I'm
yeah,
not sure.
from Dead Like Me and
John Cusack. Yeah.
Yeah, John Cusack. He's great in that.
Yeah, great, cool. Anyway.
Yeah. So we were talking about a man with an uncontrollable Irish accent, and after we do like Australian for 5 minutes.
Yep.
So a North Carolina man who was in his 50s was pronounced with a rare syndrome that gave the man an immediate Irish accent that was kind of brogue in tone.
Oh, yeah, okay.
This has happened several times around the nation.
love
We've
that,
reported on at least 2 to 3 of these within the show. It says he lived in England in his 20s and had friends and distant family members from Ireland. But they had to add he had never spoken with a previous foreign accent ever in his entire life. He always spoke with whatever a North Carolinian accent is, which I kind of assume is just a baseline accent like ours.
Yeah.
Like, kind of nothing distinct about it. Maybe a tick.
Yeah.
Like, we can't say our T's in wrong. We say our T's as D's.
Yeah.
So it's a North Carolina thing, but they probably only say their A's as, like, O's.
Yeah, I mean, North Carolina is when you start getting to, like, potential Southern territory that's about, like, not quite. It's like, it's funny, you just go to the other Carolina and it's, like, crazy thicker. But you can still get some good Southern. I mean, what is, no, I guess Nikki Haley's South Carolina. Oh, she doesn't have an accent. What am I talking about? But yeah, so I get that. Like, but and I feel like we probably have more of an accent than what would you consider the average American.
I always like to think that we are absent of accent.
We still. I guarantee you, we still have more of one than say like what they would like try to train out. Like they would try to train some of our stuff out of us. We have some New England. There's a New England accent we have now. We don't have it as heavy
like
as
butter.
other people. You know,
I like butter on my corn.
Mm-hmm.
No, there's not 2 D's in the middle of that word. Sorry, I had a hiccup there.
I think a lot of people do the does, but yeah,
a lot of people do the does.
Yep.
Truer words have never been spoken.
I like that. That's a good
Truer
phrase.
words have never been spoken. We need to remember that during a sesh.
I feel like
with friends.
Kevin Smith would like it's something like
he would cream if he heard that and hadn't thought of it before. He'd be like, in all my years, you know.
Yeah. We know that because we're best friends with him. We hung out.
Yeah, we totally hung out with him.
Yeah, we hung out with him.
I never smoked weed. I never smoked weed with him.
I smoked weed with him. I don't smoke weed.
You don't smoke weed, and I do. And you smoked weed with Kevin Smith, and I turned it down.
And everything blacked out immediately after because he had the biggest fucking joint. And I was just like, fuck it, dude, once in a goddamn lifetime.
I had already been drinking, so I was like, no,
me too.
Weed's gonna put me out.
And believe me, I was like, this is a bad idea, but I'm like, I will never get a chance to smoke weed with Kevin Smith ever again.
But you know what? I can at least say I turned down weed with Kevin Smith. I was offered a joint. I said, no, thank you, Mr. Smith.
That's way cooler than smoking weed with Kevin Smith. What are you talking about?
I'm owning this.
Please.
If I can control the narrative for all of our listeners and enough get behind me, I'm the cool one.
I don't think that's going to happen because it's not very cool. But anyway, I mean, Bon, good for you. Good for you.
Yeah, you and our other friend April.
Oh man,
you guys both.
And, but I will say you probably remember more of the night. I luckily we have pictures because I remember taking the pictures and him switching our
he directed us.
He directed us because he's like, oh no, this is like backlit. This is gonna be bad. We're just
he was like, no,
Kevin. And I'm like, can I suck your fucking dick? I got my big joint mouth going on. I would have stuck your fucking dick. And he's like, yeah, suck my dick. I bet you could do fucking like a pro. And I sucked his dick and I drank his fucking jizz and I spit it back out into a woman's pussy and she gave birth to Kevin Smith's baby.
Whose pussy?
Oh, just somebody's. Just somebody's pussy.
Oh,
I think that's how babies
work. The only
work.
pussies in the room were my wife's and April's.
No, somebody else came in. Yeah, like serving drinks or something like that. It was like, let me spit this comic in pussy.
I remember that episode of Party Down.
That's coming back Friday.
Yeah, I'm partway into season 2, doing a full rewatch.
It's
on Hulu.
I've been doing a full rewatch myself. I've done a rewatch of that show probably 4 times. I love that show.
This is my second.
Yeah,
period.
honestly, this is my third.
No, first season, third, second season twice.
Okay, I watched it when both seasons were out, so I watched them. So I've done 2 rewatches, and I'm on the third. But
I'm on the third.
Third rewatch.
Oh, the third season's not out yet, dude.
I know.
Is it?
Friday. Coming out Friday, I think.
By the way, listeners,
or maybe it was this past Friday. It's one of these. I think it's this week.
Weird random knowledge, listeners. March 15th is the date to watch the last 2 seasons of Arrested Development, seasons 4 and 5, on Netflix because they're pulling all 5 seasons from Netflix.
Well, they'll end up somewhere else.
Hulu is going to maintain the first 3 seasons.
Yeah.
Netflix owns the last 2.
They do, yeah.
So it's going to be a little trickier to watch those last 2 seasons. So if you want to see them,
they'll sell them to somebody. Like somebody will pay the money for them. Like people were worried about that with Westworld and immediately showed up on Tubi for fucking free.
I want the Netflix people to walk in. I want the next people to be able to walk into the boardroom and be like, "So, you want the last 2 seasons of Arrested Development? Well, we're not really willing to pay that much. Why? Are you chicken?
Did you watch? Oh, by the
one
way,
of the random like.
did you watch the Christmas special of the Murderville?
Yes.
Yes. I love the fact that they had. Remember, because Jason Bateman was on, they did the chicken dance.
They did. I remember that. Yes.
Reference. I was so happy about.
I actually forgot they did that bit.
And I love
where
the
they
fact,
all do different chicken sounds and dances.
Yeah. They brought the chicken dance. But of course, Jason Bateman was the one that didn't know anything was going on, so that was just an improv.
Yeah,
thing
whatever.
Started. But because I listen to Smartless a lot, we're gonna. They definitely need our help to get listeners. But I love the fact that they finally brought Jason Bateman in, obviously, but Sean Hayes, and Jason Bateman didn't know Sean Hayes
Kelly
was part of
listens
it.
to that show. That's the one with the some of the cast of Arrested, right?
It's literally Bateman, Will Arnett, and Sean Hayes.
Yeah, Kelly listens to that every time. She's addicted.
It's my comfort show because it's like,
oh, you should talk to Kelly about it.
I will say this. I actually
because I can't because I don't listen to it.
I listen to the honestly, if I listen to it for the first 10 minutes. Because I know I listen to I listen to the whole thing.
You just listen to the ads.
But the reason I listen to it,
I do need a Tempur-Pedic. The podcast off.
And I'm on my 6th Casper mattress. I don't have any place to put them anymore.
Just stack them.
Yeah. What do you mean my code Smartless won't work no more? My money's good here. My Smartless money's good here.
It's like bunk beds, but there's only the top.
Yeah. This is really soft. Yeah. He broke his leg falling off his 7 mattresses in the morning.
Should have put one at the bottom to catch him. Not good thinking. Not good thinking.
God damn it! You need one more Casper, kid.
Yeah.
I'm really gonna Helix.
8 is the magic Casper number.
Oh shit! They're doing Helix now. I gotta burn my Casper. Get Helix. No, but it's all about mattresses. But no. So the reason I listen to it is for the first 10 minutes.
Most of your time listening to podcasts.
Is because the rest, when they're doing the interviews, they're great. But I just want to hear their dynamic. Their dynamic together is so fucking great. So they've been best friends for 20 years, all 3 of them. And it is hearing best friends hang out. But 3 of the funniest best friends. I didn't know Sean Hayes before. He was from Will and Grace, but he's he is such a good staple in that show. But Jason Bateman and Will Arnett. It's literally just listening to an audio version of Arrested Development. It's fucking nice. And also, Sean Hayes, the third host, has never seen an episode of. No, he's seen 1 or 2 episodes total, and he's like, "I think it was fine."
Kelly told me.
Yes, I love it. Yeah, so I'll talk to your wife about Smart.
You should probably link up with her.
I literally just started from the very beginning because I've listened to all of the other the newer ones, and I'm I just want to go back and listen to all the old ones.
If there's one thing
during the pandemic, it's not that old.
If there's one thing I do on the dailies, I try to push my wife off of my friends as much as possible.
Yeah. Hey, take care of my wife for me. Wait, murder or what are you talking about?
you guys would definitely get along on that subject.
Yeah,
I've been
going back to the old ones. It's only been there around for now 3 years, but it started in 2020. They started it because they're well, we don't have anything else to do, and then they were purchased for $140 million, some crazy shit like that. It was they essentially Joe Rogan money they got.
They got Joe Rogan's money.
Yeah, they took. Oh, yeah, thank God. Yeah, they just went in. They just fucking grifted him.
Vault.
Yeah, they just went and grifted him. You know. Hell, that'd be a new game show. Grift Joe Rogan's money. That's right. Just go on a show, tell them a conspiracy theory, have them transfer a bunch of money into your Bitcoin wallet, and fucking walk out. Because that's all you got to do.
So, Joe, you've been advertising these powders, these protein powders. Yeah. Now, I have a whistle to sell you.
Yeah. Wait a minute.
That's called a callback.
Yeah. Callback. All right. Did we finish that story? Or did we even start?
I'm calling it good.
Okay. I've got one story here about Japan's sacred mummified mermaid. It's a mystery of the mummy.
If you believe that's a mermaid, boy, do I have a mermaid to sell you.
Yep. Wait, it's just the same whistle.
No, it's a mermaid. It's a woman who's half woman and half whistle.
Yes, right. It's good. It's called a mer whistle. Fuck you. $4,000. $4,000?
That would be a half fish, half whistle.
I guess so, yeah. A maid? Yeah. A whistle maid?
No.
No, whistle maid would be half whistle, half woman.
A mer whistle would be half whistle, which is half fish.
Fish, exactly. So in other words, a whistle maid would be half whistle, half woman. Because the maid is the part that's the woman, the mer is the part that's the fish.
Sure.
By the way, we're just mansplaining our way through mermaids right now. None of us know for sure. This is from the Latin mer. But no,
there's
merman.
Never been a real mermaid.
Mermaid. So the man part is the man. The maid, the woman, the female woman is the maid, right?
It's sexist, dude. That's sexist. She's not the maid.
women are maids.
It's sexist.
Wait, what's sexist about saying all women
why
are maids?
Why are they called mermaids now?
Oh, this is why we get picked up on the Daily Caller, because they just scrape our transcript, and we were just talking about context earlier. We're like, if you just take tone out of shit.
But why are they called mermaids? Like, are they why are they mer-women?
Why was a term that was like coined in fucking 1641? Like, why don't they just like get a little more feminist about it?
In 1641, a maid cleaned her house. They didn't swim under the ocean.
How do you know that? No, they did. Maids were women. Maids became.
I guess
maiden. Yeah, I remember like maiden. Yeah, like fair maiden. That was actually a good. That was
so a mermaiden.
The mermaid.
I don't like this. I don't like it. I don't like how this is tracking.
Okay, we'll change history then.
I'm just thinking about
go back to the 1600s or whatever, like, maybe the 1300s. I don't know.
I guess I would love to know the history of where they came up with the actual name.
Actually,
like
can you put that,
where do they dig that up?
Can you put that in
why maid? Why maid?
Can you put that in Empty Promises? I actually do want to look that up because while I'm here, put it in Empty Promises.
And at the same time, mer also, like, I get mer, but it's were there other mers? Were there mermen?
There are, mermen. Yeah.
Were there mer dogs?
No,
mer cats, mer birds.
Mermen was a thing. That's why
there were mer birds. There were those birds that swam into the ocean, like they caught fish, they swam back out.
Those are just birds that go in the ocean.
They swam.
Yeah, but they're not merbirds.
But why? Okay,
we swim in the ocean. We're not mermen.
If you're a sailor and you see a bird fly out of the ocean, isn't that a merbird?
I mean, they could call it that because they're stupid. But like, if you saw your friend pop up out of the ocean, merman, and just like shoot him, harpoon your best friend.
See, I'm thinking the first mermaid was somebody who threw a maid over the deck of a ship.
Yeah, and then she swam back up, and she's like, a little help.
Well, I don't think they shot her. I think they probably fucked her or something. Like,
yeah.
I'm Jenny. I work on the deck. I clean your bathroom.
I love it.
And they're just like, nope, mermaid. Mermaid. Sorry, mermaid.
Sorry, mermaid. Mermaid.
Sorry, we got ahead of ourselves. We almost got.
I do like that. And then they drag her up on the ship, and old Clyde is like, I was pretty sure she was half fish. And I'm like, okay, guys, we got a lot of fish on this boat. Let's sew half of a fish to this bitch's half, and we'll just say she was half fish, right? That's why we shot her, right, boys? Yeah, that's right. Mermaid.
She just has like one mackerel sewn head off onto her thigh.
Yeah, mermaid.
Mermaid.
Yeah. And then over time, the fucking artist got a little more elaborate and just like created the mermaid.
Oh, it was just cheating too. Like they had a couple girls on each ship, and they're like, we are pirates. We do rape and pillage.
Yeah.
We better let her name. What about her? Well, she's part of our crew. No, if she has a mackerel sewn into her.
Hey,
fuck that shit. She's a mermaid.
Someone sew a mackerel to this bitch's twat. We're gonna go and fucking make her a mermaid. All right. No, after we're done. Oh no, now we're gonna have to fuck right through that fucking mackerel. Wouldn't be the first time I fucked a mackerel today, if you know what I mean. Holy mackerel! That means I put a hole in a mackerel. And I that's right. I'm talking about a pirate that raped the mackerel.
If you inside out the mackerel, it's ribbed for your pleasure. The scales.
That's true. Yeah.
I mean, it's scaled for your. Yeah.
Scaled for nobody's pleasure. Sorry, Becky.
Yeah, okay, I'm good.
All right, so I'm going to talk about this mermaid here. A tale of an ancient mummified mermaid has finally been resolved after scientists spent the last year studying it. It turns out that get this, okay, the mermaid wasn't really a mermaid.
What was it? Was it a merman?
Not even close. It was a monkey and a fish sewn together.
I love it.
And people have been worshiping this monkey fish for a while now in this temple. And
dude, that guy who did it was such a grifter, probably, or a simple taxidermist, and it got out of hand.
No, there are so many things about that, like all these like things in all these like fun like folklore museums where people
died on his deathbed going, are they still worshiping the taxidermy thing I couldn't sell for 30 fucking years? Yes, it's their god now. Fuck them. They put my store under by not buying my jackalopes. Like he lists off all the other bullshit things he made.
And my monkey fish mermaid, though.
And then they're like, oh, this one's good, but my store still went under. Fuck them.
Yeah, that's right. Welcome, oh my god, Johnny's fucking weird taxidermy Etsy shop.
Oh, literally, like it's full of like turtle sheep and
he just hits shit with his car. First two things he hits, like sew it together. That's a turtle sheep now.
One person once bought the thing that became God.
Yeah.
And his store went under. And he's just like,
it was ages ago. So this was okay.
I made that. Are you trying to say you're God?
The researchers
Are you the
believe,
God who made the God? No.
This is a long period that but they believe the mummified mermaid was created somewhere in the Edo period, which is between 1603 and 1868. So yeah, a couple 150 years, but somewhere in that range as a form of entertainment or to sell to tourists. Now, what ended up happening is at some point it ended up in the hands of this temple, and people started worshiping it. Maybe not worshiping it, but appreciating it anyway. Researchers used CT scans and DNA analysis to examine the mummified remains and found that they were made up of a monkey's body and a fish tail. Big surprise.
Dude, there's like one kid who pranked like the elders of that temple.
Yes. Oh,
like,
yeah.
He's like,
hey, want to buy
fuck you. I want to go to town.
Mermaid?
You can't go to town. Heathens up there. Fuck you, priest. I don't know what the fuck they have. I'm going to town.
Yep.
And he just goes downtown, probably steals a monkey fish. Like,
yeah.
And
he just shoplifted it off the street
to his friends. Like, shh. I'm gonna put this on the altar, and then we're gonna hide and see what people think. And they're like hiding in the corner, like they're gonna be so scared.
Just nailing a monkey fish to a cross.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Jesus, monkey fish.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, Japanese is probably not
so scared.
Not Christianity, but
yeah. First priest who walks out goes, "Mamma mia! It's a Jesus fish."
Classic Japanese.
Look at the monkey fish.
Yeah.
It's a god. We're gonna sit here. We're gonna make the marinara. It's the god of the fishy monkeys.
Oh, that's right. Hey.
Someday they'll have little monkeys, and they'll be like, "These are the gods of the monkey we made."
Well, that's fine.
I just like throwing an Italian accent in wherever I can.
I like the fact, I think from now on, anytime we want to do like an accent, we're like, we can't do that.
Yeah,
accent,
white
it'd
one.
be racist.
A safe white one.
Just do an Irish accent or an Australian accent or an Italian
I
accent.
am a Georgia Floyd.
Oh.
Get off of my neck. See, anytime you use an Italian accent.
Yeah, I made it better. Yeah,
it makes it better.
Yeah, made it better, buddy.
Oh no!
Oh boy, man, that's. I thought hell was coming for you earlier. Well, you double helled right today. Boy,
Mamma mia! Like up in the sky. What is that? It's the little object. Oh, it's gonna land here in Hiroshima. What is it gonna do? We're gonna make the pasta. We're gonna just ignore it. We're gonna make the gabagool. We're gonna ignore the little thing landing on Hiroshima today in 1942.
Yeah, that's good. All
See,
right.
anytime you have to talk about something insensitive, you throw a completely safe,
hilarious
racist
Mario accent into it and go like, "Oh, pepperoni pizza."
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's fine because then we're only insulting the Italians and nobody cares about them. I'm gonna say it. I'm living by it.
There were times where you'd be considered racist for that because Italians were persecuted for periods of time.
Oh, absolutely. There's actually an Italian Defamation League, right? That it like stands up just for that. But guess what?
I get the newsletters.
Yeah. I know. I get the newsletters and I laugh at them as I'm drawing little cartoon mustaches.
Homemade cannoli recipes don't exactly fall into your lap.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need to be part of the right newsletter chain.
Yeah, I like it. Like it just starts out with sigh. We hate to do this, but we have another cannoli recipe, and I'm just like, yeah, I know you do. You can't help yourselves. It's so good. Yeah. One of my best friends is very Italian, and he likes it when I call him horrible names. So that's all there is.
Mamma mia, would you look at all the Jews out here? This is so many Jews.
Oh.
Hey, you look so dirty. Maybe you go and take a shower.
This is Italian Hitler, which, by the way, you could just be. You realize you could just be Mussolini, and that's essentially the same.
Oh no, I wouldn't want to do that.
That's racist to be.
That
Mussolini.
would be insulting
because you're actually parroting a real Italian. You can't do an Italian accent.
Hey, we're part of Africa. I don't know what this is. Oh, that's the Hotel Rwanda.
I am Mussolini.
I was trying to do a Hotel Rwanda to keep this thing going, but
yeah, I just figured I would come in as Mussolini, but as a German, because you can't do Mussolini as an Italian because he is Italian or was Italian. Or is he still Italian?
I did the mushroom and I get I'm a bigger Mussolini.
I'm Napoleon
There's a little
Bonaparte.
Mussolini, then there's a bigger Mussolini. Sometimes I put on a little raccoon hat.
Little Mussolini?
Little Mussolini, you fly around town. He goes, I'm a zucchini. Wait.
Oh,
what is it?
Mussolini wants zucchini?
Zucchini. No.
Because
Zucchini. Wait, what is the raccoony thing that Mario is that's Japanese?
Oh, I don't know.
Isn't it zucchini?
Yeah. I do just like Mussolini
Wow, I
wants
think I'm like
zucchini.
one
I love that.
Mussolini
accent.
wants zucchini.
Yeah. But
My
anyway,
mama make the pasta, and she put in the meatballs, she put in the pasta, she put in the... She want the zucchini. Mussolini want the zucchini.
good Mussolini was
Mussolini want the zucchini.
classic.
I am a kill half of Europe if I don't get the zucchini.
That's right. I'm part of Axis of Evil. See, I need zucchini.
We're not the axis of evil.
Just 1/3 of it. No big deal. Put me.
0.32%.
Put me. Oh, exactly. Oh, Hitler has. He has some biggest stake in the whole thing. See. Wait. I don't know what that accent was. Anyway,
It was trying to be German. I liked it.
yeah, because I was thinking German Mussolini and Italian Hitler.
It was an attempt, and I'm not good at German accents. I wish I could.
Yes.
I can do Italian. It's the easiest one to do. I mean, there's easier ones to do, but those are more racist
but-
because they're not white people.
Yeah, because you can just do whatever you want with them. Fuck them. I love you, Italian people.
I love you, Italian.
Italian.
Just
I
leave
love
it
you,
there.
Italian.
There's the title of the show. I love you, Italian.
I do love a good Italian sub, though. A good Italian sub
With
is
Italian
really
dressing.
good. Like with the good, like real dressed up.
The sub sauce.
It's like real dress. So it's
sludge.
Like you have to eat it so fast
sludge.
because it's gonna turn your fucking.
Well, it's vinegar with
Yes.
dried spices that make
Yes.
up 2/3
Yes,
of it.
exactly. And it's all separated in the fucking
Yeah.
bottle. And
And you don't shake it.
Nope. No, I'm just like you gotta pay extra for that shake. It's like,
I think those submarine sandwich dressing things are just grenades. Just rip off the top and throw it in your sandwich.
just bite the top.
They're done.
Yeah, exactly. Dude. No, but like,
Oh, look, it's digesting on the counter.
it's like no, that's it. Like it's like you have to
'Cause the
eat
vinegar
it. You have to
eats
eat it
it.
within like 10 seconds because otherwise the bread disintegrates in
yeah.
your hand.
Yep.
And like that's a sign of a good Italian sub in my opinion.
That's
I
why
want
they
good-
gave them to you in the thick white wax paper
Yes, exactly.
because it held the vinegar
Yeah.
and
So like say what you will about
Hot peppers,
Italian,
vinegar.
but man, do they know food? Mamma mia, gabagoo.
You know, one thing I miss about 2023 is the lack of good sub shops that didn't have names when we were kids. You can go to any corner store. Remember?
Oh yeah.
Your town where you used to live recently. What was that? Middle something?
Marshfield.
Marshfield.
Yeah.
Middle something.
Yeah.
Had a sub store that actually still sold small town, big, good
Oh
subs.
yeah, like just across the street. Like literally,
Yeah.
just went in. You just like it was just like there was a gas station. Like we can make a few extra bucks. If we can sell a sub.
I
and
never
it's a
realized I missed that until like I got to an age where if you want a sub sandwich, you make one at home. You go to a chain,
Which is great,
or
but
you
like-
go to a restaurant where they say I'm going to make you an Italian sandwich. and it's
no,
fucking
no. You know, the
garbage.
reason is because they try to make it too fancy. I want to go to like just a play like that's.
I
why,
want
like,
a
down-
store
yeah.
that makes most of its revenue off cigarettes.
Yes, exactly.
Literally,
yes.
that
And
is where
there might be cigarettes in your sub.
Yes,
and
but
that's
the sub is going to be ridiculously big.
yes, it's got to be. Really
It's going to
big
weigh
for
as much
almost
as
no
a
money.
baby, and when you finish eating it, you will look like you have a baby.
And
in
you very well may have eaten somebody's baby because, depending on which.
You know why those places don't exist anymore? I don't think that was a profit model that worked.
No, it wasn't.
Like, yeah, we're just going to give you this 12-inch sub with $50 worth of cold meat in it.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, like nowadays, I will say,
here it is. $4.
Like, so, I will say this: like going to the deli and noticing that like cheap turkey now is $12 a pound. Like essentially.
That's why we make our own cold meats at home now. We do not do the deli.
It's just not worth.
You buy a roast of roast beef. You cook it $3 a pound.
Yep.
If it's 3 pounds,
and you just do a good thin slice.
That
Do you
is
have one of those
$12.
Do you have one of those really good meat like slicing knives or anything?
I
want to get one of those.
I have sharp chef knives, and I actually thought
That'll
about
help.
buying a meat
But I
slicer.
want one of the like one of the actual slicers.
There was one at the
you can
local
get those used now.
Restore had one for $60 the other day, and I looked at them like,
all you gotta do is keep it like sharp.
Well, I was thinking of those little cards.
Takes up some fucking room.
There's those little cards at Restore that say 50% off, but not appliances. I'm like, would they count this? Would the person behind the counter be dumb enough to give me the 50% off?
I would say this is not.
$30.
Like, this is not an appliance. You can't plug it in.
I mean, you can just tuck the cord up in.
I know. Just be like, no.
This is a meat holder.
This
is for my prize meat. You
Yeah.
put it on it and you put it.
But
in the
no,
mantle.
but I still don't know. I mean, I guess this is as much of an appliance as a food processor. But yeah, it just to me it doesn't feel like an appliance.
I have researched.
It totally is an appliance.
I have researched
Yeah.
meat slicers, and honestly,
They're an appliance,
a
of
$60
course.
meat slicer would still save you tons of money.
Oh yeah, they're hundreds of dollars. But like, yeah. But they also say like you have the space to put one like
Not really. I'd have to store it and bring it out when I want it.
Yeah, but I mean you only have to bring it out like once every week, you just slice it up and then put it
Sure.
back down, right? It's like a crock pot. When I do crock pot stuff, I take that out, boom, and then put it back.
Yeah, but buying a whole beef roast for $12, that's 3 pounds, is technically $36 worth of roast beef that you would buy at the counter pre-sliced.
Yeah,
so you're buying it at a third of the cost.
Like that's that. No,
All you gotta do is put it in the oven and roast
if it's
it.
beef,
take
I
it out
don't
and
know.
slice
I don't
it.
know if you've seen like the good beef now.
This
It's
show
like
took a turn.
$15. Yeah, it's pretty insane. I just don't buy the cold deli
No,
meats.
I won't
anymore.
buy cold meats except for Genoa salami is still relatively cheap.
Well, sometimes I will see like when they do
And
have.
I'm a huge fan of Genoa.
When I've seen they've when I see like a good like turkey sale and I just want a good turkey sandwich, I will spend $10 on a pound of turkey. Big deal because I want a turkey bacon sandwich and I love turkey plus bacon plus Swiss cheese. Bing
We buy
bong
bacon
boom.
when it's on sale too.
Yep.
Sometimes it's
Yep.
$2.50 a pack, store brand. We buy it when it's $2.50.
I like it when
That's our price point. We know it goes that low.
I get
so we wait for it.
I get a few times a year I get bacon for quote unquote free. I guess I have to do like family favors for it probably, but my
There's so many jokes I could insert, but
No,
the
but
show's
I-
almost over, so I'm letting you tell you.
yeah my one of my sisters like so they'll give me like the thick like sliced real like just
Rashers.
like fresh made off of a fucking pig from the
thick like
backyard.
rashers, like Irish rashers.
Yeah. Well, like some there's actually they do both. There's like the thick, which is literally like a quarter-inch thick.
That's a rasher.
Okay, yeah. So, but no, they'll do the other stuff too, where it's a little thinner, like real bacon. But it'll be like vacuum packed. It'll be from a real fucking pig that they slaughtered, and it will be.
Yeah, it goes from pork
And
belly.
then
it goes from pork belly
smoke
to
and
rasher
slaughter and
to
everything.
bacon.
Yeah.
Pork belly to rasher to
Okay,
bacon.
yeah. So
that is thickness.
I
of cut.
get most of the time I get the bacon, but but they will send me up usually with one slab of rasher then in that case. But very good anyway. But anyway, this mermaid is So the only thing I was going to say about this now before we get lost here is, despite the discovery that the mermaid was a hoax, it will still be kept at the temple as it is now an important part of the temple's history and culture, which is great because they just, they think like, hey, this is part of a huge part of our history, regardless of the fact that, I mean, first of all, people at some point knew this is not a real mermaid, But honestly, if I had to put the mermaid on a fucking deli slicer, I would slice that motherfucker up to save myself $10 a pound, and fuck it, get lost.
Get lost.